Welcome everybody. Today we are starting a session for class 12th activity and as you would be aware about that CBSE board last year has decided that your paper will be of 80 marks final paper and 20 marks is divided into 10 plus 10 in such a way that 10 marks is for activity and 10 marks is for your pen paper test, whatever unit test we will organize, and that we are working for this 10 marks in this session. So you have to make a copy for that, as I have explained you in last video. And in this video we will be covering first activity, which is based on relation and function, the first chapter of class 12th. For that I am using a few thread parts. I'll tell you how it will be used, and these few parts will always be the part of your activity, like objective, material required, method of construction, demonstration, observation and application. Now we are starting with the objective first. The objective of first activity is to verify the relation R in set L of all lines in a plane defined by R such that L perpendicular M is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. We have to prove it. We will show it by activity. Now material required: a piece of paper, some pieces of wire and thread. We will not use wire, we'll use thread, as I have shown you. These threads we will be using, white paper and glue. Now in method of construction you can observe this thing. This you can make it in a rough diagram, but we have to do this thing. As you can see, I have made it for you. Class 12th activity first. This is similar which I have made here in method of construction part. It is quite similar to this. Now in this part you will be observing some observation. We need to see that no line is perpendicular to itself. As per the simple mathematics rules, we know that a line cannot be perpendicular of itself. So if you will observe here that no line is perpendicular to itself, in any of the figure you can see no line is perpendicular to itself. Now if L1 L2 perpendicular L2, we will observe that is L2 perpendicular L1. You can see here L1 perpendicular L2, so L2 is also perpendicular to L1. So here we will see, is L2 perpendicular L1? Yes, this is. Similarly, L1 perpendicular L3, is L3 perpendicular L1? Yes, this is also true. L7 perpendicular L8, is L8, I'm just reversing it, L8 perpendicular L7? Yes, this is also true. So in this way we will observe that L1, L2 belong to R. This implies that L2, L1 belong to R also. And similar way we can write these part also. So this implies that R is symmetric. We have shown it. Now the third part. We'll try to show if it is transitive or not. We will observe that L2 perpendicular L1 and L1 perpendicular L3. This is true. L2 is perpendicular. Here you will observe that L2 perpendicular L1 and L1 perpendicular L1 and L1 perpendicular L3 is L2 perpendicular L3? Yes or no? L2 perpendicular L3. No, it is not true. You can see that these two lines are parallel. So by this activity we have seen that R is not transitive. So this kind of activity you have to do. Just try to make it more interesting, and just you can represent in your record file in the same way as I have represented it for you. And now application is, this activity can be used to check whether a given relation is equivalence or not. You can as you have seen in the above observations, if all the three would be yes, like it was not yes, it was not, and here it is also not. If all three would be yes, then it would be a equivalence relation. So in this way you can represent your activity. और इस तरह से अपनी कॉपी में करिएगा, ये जिस तरह से मैंने आपको यहाँ पे करके दिखाया है, ये सब आपको नोट करना होगा. ये इसके पार्ट्स हैं. ये आप स्किप कर सकते हैं क्योंकि मेनली आपको जो करना है रिप्रेजेंट वो ये है. ये है आपका एक्टिविटी वाला पार्ट जो मेनली है. और इसमें मैंने वूल को यूज़ किया है. आप सिंपल थ्रेड को भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं. डिफरेंट कलर के थ्रेड यूज़ करके आप इस एक्टिविटी को इंटरेस्टिंग बनाइए. That is up to you. Your creativity, you have to show your creativity here. Thank you.